Alright, what is up guys? This is tcgsam here, and first stream in a long time, I know. But I was just gonna stream because I was planning to do some testing for the remote Duel ICS anyways. So I decided I'm gonna be going with virtual worlds. This is my list you can see here. Still testing a few ratios, like the double foolish barrel of goods. I realize this deck sometimes struggles a bit with consistency if it doesn't see a hand effect. I just want to maximize on that. I'm only playing 2 Neon, I'm not playing 2-2 or 3rd Neon, so I decided that the Foolish Barrel of Goods would be a good replacement for the 2-2 that I was playing. It would help me be able to up the consistency of the deck a little bit, and sort of act as like an extender to send like Chu-Chi or Zhang Wu if I really need to as well. So I really like Foolish Goods. It can be a discard if my hand is already good enough anyways, so I figured that's always nice. It's also a card you can set off Ultimate Zulkin, which is pretty important. Because the reason is sometimes you won't have a card to set for Zulkin, and then going first, I have to go for Croc, which I definitely prefer Crystal Wing over Croc as a disruption. But even then, Croc is in here. You may have noticed it seems a little weird because like Croc, like why are you playing Croc? What's the point of it? I like to play Croc because it lets me dig for cards like Anti-Spell Orator, game 2 and 3. Croc's also a good disruption, especially if you have Shenshin up. It's like you have 2 Chu-Chi pops. Justin, when is the tourney? Remote Duel ICS is happening next weekend, not the coming weekend, but like on the 7th, 8th or 10th. I don't remember when exactly, but it's the next weekend. If you want to sign up for it, you can find it online on the Konami website. I believe the event organizer is called the Side Deck. So if you go on their site as well, you can register it for the over there as well. Registration still open. It just opened like yesterday. So if you want to play in that, I definitely encourage it. It's a really good experience because it's gonna be like the first ever like YCS of its kind. Ryan, playing Virtual Worlds, how do you think it'll stack up against the rest of the format? I actually really like Virtual Worlds, this format, because of Shenshin. Shenshin, I just feel like is super good against like the 2 decks that kind of just came back. So I saw Mangrane Strikers. Against Strikers, like unless they immediately have an out with Widow Anchor or Afterburners, like it's gonna be pretty difficult for them to ever amass enough spells in grave to do anything meaningful. Against Salads, they need like all their monsters they want to link with, so like Jaguar, Falco, Foxy, Spinny. Like they can't really do that with Shenshin on the board. They have to banish them, and then that takes away a lot of their graveyard recursion. I also really like this deck because of, like I was mentioning it a little earlier, I have all these draw outlets like Charge Warrior, Croc, and Coral Dragon, which means I should be able to draw into cards like Anti-Spell and Order a lot game 2 when I'm going first, or game 3 when I'm going first. And these cards are just super good against like every single card in the meta right now. And of course, I just like the versatility of Virtual World. It's like a toolbox-esque deck. You got removal cards like Zeus, you have like interruptions like Gossip Shadow, Crystal Wing. You can make Caliga as well. This card should be an auto win against a card like decks like Drytrons if they don't have an out. It's also like at least decent against every other deck, especially since every time you make Caliga, you always have like a Crystal Wing with it, plus a Chu-Chi, which is pretty insane. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Against Shaddolls and Prankits, like Shenshin's just insane as well. Especially against Prankits, they're never going to be able to link off their monsters because they don't hit the graveyard. So they have to like hard draw the fusion spell, and like they only play, I believe, like 6 of it max. So yeah, it's gonna be really difficult for Prankits to out it. Against Shaddolls, it's also pretty good. They can't link off the fusions to grab back stuff from their graveyard. Yeah, Shenshin's just a really good card against the meta. And like I know everyone says that like Shenshin plus Chu-Chi is pretty good. Like I will have to say, like it's actually incredible. Especially since Shenshin gives you an amazing follow-up. Plus you have the space to play 9 hand traps. Gamma's here to protect your cards when going second, going first as well. You just need a single hand effect to resolve pretty much most of the time, and then you're good. And if you Gamma them, Gamma's super good because it gives you level 6 in Driver, and at level 2 allows you to tune with like Charge Warrior to go straight into Crystal Wing, so you don't have to go through the Ultimize Open. But anyways, I'm just gonna hop straight into a game right now, I guess. Hello, Spice. Good to see you. I believe it's July 1st, so the new format's like legal today. So I feel like in ranked it should be new list, but I could be wrong. Yeah, it reset, so like we're playing new list. No Call by the Grave. No, I didn't feel like Call by the Grave was necessary. We have a card like Gamma for that, and the deck space was just like kind of tight because I wanted to put in a bunch of consistency cards like Foolish Barrel of Goods, Upstart, and stuff, but I just didn't have space for that single Call by Grave. Yep, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Yeah, this new format, so could be playing against anything right now, honestly. Our opening hand is pretty decent. Like, we have Gamma, though it's unfortunate we drew Driver, but we have 2 hand traps, so it should be pretty good. Oh, yeah, if you stop before Pens, like, yeah, the game's changed quite a lot since the XYZs first came out. It's actually a lot crazier now with all the links and stuff. Like, if you thought Pendulum was crazy, Link is absolutely insane. But I definitely encourage you to try to relearn the game. Pendulum's not that big of a mechanic anymore, so you probably, even if you don't understand Pendulums that well, you can definitely still play in the competitive meta. Okay, guess we're playing against Sky Strikers, which is interesting that he has to set a hand trap, so you can tell his hand is full of hand traps or like floodgates, because like why else would he set it? So he hits drones. That is super unfortunate. Drones, Rose, and Widow Anchor. These players never miss, I guess, but it's not actually that bad. It's just unfortunate he hit drones, because if he hit Ray too, like, it would be dead, because like he normal summoned. It's just really unfortunate for me he hit drones, but what can you do? We should be able to Gamma his Shizuku. I think I will Gamma his Shizuku, just so he doesn't have access to his engine at all. Especially, and he has no Ray in graveyard as well. If he sets Ash, like, we can assume he has another Ash, which is actually really, really bad for us, because we only have one hand effect right now. Phantom Knights, they're decent, I think, like tier 2 at best. They can definitely still make a bunch of cool plays with like the Rusty Bardiche and the XYZs. They have access to Zeus, which is really good. But I just feel like Phantom Knights, like, there's just better decks out there. Although now is the time to be playing Phantom Knights, like, if you really want to, because Artifact Lancia is pretty much out of the format, and that's a card that like kind of destroyed, Phantom Knights. If he makes Kagari, I'm definitely gonna negate it. And try to force out the Ash right now too, but he doesn't. He sets a card. Yeah, I'm gonna negate it. Like, it doesn't matter. It can't protect our hand effect anyways, because we're gonna have to normal summon. Okay, so that did force out the Ash though, which is pretty good. The only thing is, like, if this is a Widow Anchor, I don't really care. But if it's a card like, I don't know, like, so I don't know. I just hope it's not like a Floodgate or anything. We only really have one play we can do. We can normal summon Nian, activate GG, and just hope he doesn't have anything. But yeah, it's just really unfortunate for us if he has a way to, like, if he has like a third Ash or something. Okay, if it resolves, then like I think we're good here. We just send Qinglong. If he has DD Crow, doesn't matter. We have a Bell. Yeah, we just have a Bell to stop his DD Crow. Like, Shark Cannon also doesn't really matter. He can banish our Neon for all. No, I guess he left. Interesting. I would have liked to play it out. If he doesn't come back, I'll just show you what I would have done this turn. But I guess we just gotta wait like a minute and a half. What do I think Virtual World's hardest matchup is gonna be this format? Let's see. I think it's probably going to be those, like, I would actually say it's probably Drytrons, I think. Drytrons, because like Herald of Ultimateness is just so good. You only have like essentially 4 hand effects per turn max, and like they already have so many ways to like negate your hand effects with like Herald of Orange Light. They have Ultimateness, obviously. I also think like going to like really strong back row like Revolt and Strike is going to be really difficult. So against Tri-Brigade, it might struggle a little bit, because if they Revolt and summon Sure Egg, and Sure Egg banishes like the card I'm targeting, if Sure Egg banishes the card I'm planning to target, it can be a problem as well. But honestly, I just feel like Virtual World has pretty good matchups against like everything across the board. It definitely has a lot of cards that can like kill every single matchup, or like help it in every single matchup. Important to note, this deck doesn't have an out to the Ignister Link 6, the towers. If it's like 3k even, it's kind of crazy, because like Like we actually don't have access to anything that can like out it unless we make our Croc like if we have 5 cards in hand with Croc, but like that's just super unrealistic. We can also technically make Crystal Wing and Crash. We can also make Crystal Wing and Crash, which is fine, but that I have to side Kaiju's for that matchup. But Kaiju's also good against like virtual worlds, against decks like Drytrons as well because of its ultimateness. So yeah, Cycle Reader aside, I don't like Cycle Reader because I think it's only for the Drytron matchup. Like, while yes, it's a bad matchup, I just feel like I'd rather have my side deck be able to target multiple decks just because of how diverse the format is. Against Drytrons, I have cards like Gamma Seal. Gamma Seal is really good. I can side in Nibiru's as well. My main deck hand traps are like decent against the deck. They're not great, but like, I mean, it kind of does depend on the die roll in that format, in that matchup. How do you feel about Droplets and Nibiru? I personally don't have Droplets, so I'm only using cards that I actually have in real life. But if I had Droplets, I would think I would consider Droplets over Nibiru for sure. Especially in this deck, you have a lot of cards that you want to send to the graveyard. And Droplets just super good against like pretty much every single deck. Gout's Ultimateness as well. Nibiru obviously doesn't do anything if it's your 6th card. In my opinion, Kaiju's are like pretty good though against quite a few decks. So like I mentioned, Ignister, the Link 6, because all they do going first is the Link 6. All they do going second is Access Go to DKU. Against Strikers, like for those of you who didn't play the Striker format, Kaijuing a Striker Link is just so incredible because it turns off essentially all the Striker back row. Plus, it turns off Ray as well, and you can just pretty much play normally from there. You just have to face off against hand traps. Try Brigade snipe me out of turn. Yeah, good luck. Good luck getting paired when there are like hundreds of other people there. but yeah, even though those are this deck's worst matchups, I do side cards to kind of alleviate that. I'm gonna showcase my side deck after this, but yeah, since he left, I'm gonna show what I would have done to play through this. So like, it's kind of difficult to see what he would have done. But from here, I'm just gonna use Qinglong. Qinglong obviously is going to add a copy of Lulu. I think Lulu's probably the best thing to add here, even though we already have a Chuchi. Like, I think honestly, adding Lulu, we need a tuner. And the only way we're getting stuff into the graveyard for Lao Lao is like to Zeus them, but like Zeusing them just feels so bad because if you send Area 0 to the grave, like they just get a Ray back. You know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna show off my deck. There's no point playing it out because we don't know what he has. But yeah, this is the deck list. No Gaia Dragon. You can see I don't play cards like Downer or Gaia to give the extra material to Zeus. Like, my reasoning behind that is I also figured that when I'm trying to make Zeus going second, I usually just want to go into an XYZ attack. So like a card like Fortune Tune, which I don't have in the extra deck. The reason for that is being I ordered it like yesterday. I don't think it's gonna come in the mail before then, so I'm trying to play it as if I don't have it, even though I definitely would play it over Breaksword in the extra deck. Sorry, like I got off track a little bit there, but Gaia Dragon, I'm not playing Gaia Dragon because, like I said, the only time like Gaia Dragon really matters is with Fan. I could put it on top of Fan and then attack and then get a Zeus, but like I just figured if I'm making Fan, I'm already clearing a lot of stuff from their board anyways. Like Gaia Dragon doesn't matter for a card like Ptolemy M7, and I don't really like a card like Utopia Beyond. Just slap a Gaia on top and then like make a four material Zeus. I just feel like sitting on Zeus is not that great because like I feel like once you resolve Zeus, you should be able to take control of the game. Set up your traps like Chuchi because like you want to keep Chuchi face up on your board. You don't want to be sending Chuchi to the graveyard with your own Zeus. And like if I'm sitting with the Zeus on my turn as a disruption, then I'm not going to be able to keep my Chuchi, and that's kind of huge because I need a thing to target next turn for my virtual follow-up anyways. So that's why I don't play like extra material XYZs for Zeus. I only play like one material is just enough for Zeus in my opinion because like if I'm making it clear their board, I just set up my own board. That's my logic behind it. I can see why it definitely come up, but the extra deck's a little tight because of just some of the things I'm playing. Like I said, I'm playing Croc. If you missed it at the beginning, the reason I'm playing Croc is to draw into cards like Anti-Spell Order. And if you just came, not playing Fortune Tune because I ordered it in the mail, and I'm assuming I won't have it in time for the tournament this weekend. So that is why I'm not putting it in my extra deck, just to see how I can play without it. But if I had Fortune Tune, I'd definitely replace Breaksword. This Archithes is like a flex slot. You can play anything that you want. You can play Downward, Gaia Dragon here, whatever. But I guess we'll just hop straight back into the duel. Virtual World best deck. I do think Virtual World is a really good deck. Really underrated for this format, especially since Lancia's pretty much out of the format. No one's really gonna be citing Lancia's in my opinion, especially since like Dinos is kind of gone. So this deck kind of had a problem with like Lancia too, but now that Lancia's gone, like I said, we kind of have a free reign. We actually win the die roll. Our opponent has Sky Striker sleeves. Maybe assume they're on strikers. But anyways, yeah, this is a really good hand. We have two hand effects, and like we have a combo with like Lili. Lili Nian is a combo with Crystal Wing, Caliga, and a Chuchi, which is really good. Yeah, I'm planning to play Virtual Worlds for the remote duel ICS. I'm gonna start with Gigi, just in case he has like an Ash or something. I want to see if I can force it out. Cause like if he negates it with like Ash Gamma, that's fine. I still have a combo with Lili, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's unfortunate that Mist got hit, but I think it was needed. Dinos was super strong last format. It was just absolutely insane how good that deck was, especially since wait, I don't think you can belt that. I'm quite sure you can't bell Qinglong because it is a cost. You can bell Gigi though, which was what I was kind of scared of. But now I know for sure. Now I know for sure I'm not gonna go for Lao Lao, just because it's gonna just get belled. So I'm not gonna do that. Gonna add Lulu. This way we have access to Chuchi. Ditch the Gamma. We'll activate Lulu here, targeting our Gigi. It resolves, which is huge. And then I will be sending a copy of. I think we actually can't play. Yeah, I guess we can just play into Nib here. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, I kind of. If I start with Gigi to force out an Ash, I'm not able to play around Nibiru when I'm making my Crystal Wing. But I think I'm just gonna take that risk. I'm going to be sending a copy of Zhan Wu as an extender, adding Kowloon, and then from here, I guess I'm just actually not going to go for the Crystal Wing combo this time, just because I don't like making Caliga turn on without knowing what my opponent's playing, because Caliga is just absolute garbage against like control decks, so like I don't want to risk that. I think I can make a Shen Shen. I can make Shen Shen to guarantee myself plays here. Yeah, I can make a Shen Shen. I can make a Coral into Shen Shen, I guess. Yeah, I do that because I want to draw. This is gonna be 4 summons. Turning the Coral and the Nia into a copy of Shen Shen. I'm gonna play her on Lightning Storm. Coral effect to draw one. The reason I'm not Kowlooning here, I want Kowloon to get banished. Because then we'll have multiple ways to resolve our I can't talk right now. To resolve our Chuchi later on. What do I think Virtual World fits in the meta? I think that it's at least a solid like tier 1.5. It's definitely not like the best deck, but I think it has good matchups against most of the decks out there. So for that reason, I think that I'm going to be taking this deck, and also because it's like super cheap, is really nice. I actually kind of forgot that our opponent has a copy of Bell in their hand. that was pretty bad. I forgot they had Bell. That kind of screws me over because now I was planning to Zhan Wu something back and do something, but now that they have Bell, it's kind of a problem. He's probably gonna Bell it, which is fine, I guess. Yeah, I figured like. Scrap Dinos still seems like, yeah, it's definitely Dinos is still solid. It just lost. It's just more susceptible to like hand traps now. It's not great. We didn't end on anything super great through Rebel, but at least we have a follow up with GG and a Qinglong Graveyard already, so we should be set. Chuchi Chen is a really good board still. Best hand traps this format, definitely Bell. Bell hits every single deck in the meta right now. It's also particularly good against a deck like Sky Strikers, which is super popular. Silent Mangrates as well. But like I said, Bell is applicable against every single format, even more so than Ash, really. But Ash is also like really good as well. He has Widow Anchor, so yeah, we was right not to go for like Caliga or Crystal Wing. It's fine. I'm just gonna pop the token. Yeah, I have to pop the token here. And just hope he doesn't have access to a raid. Oh, well. Okay. That kind of sucks, but what can you do? This guy mains Pankratops as well. Wow. I guess it's kind of my fault. I didn't wait for him to actually finish resolving like his cards. So like that's kind of my fault. I should have asked if there's anything on summon because like I just assumed like he wouldn't have Rose. But like yeah, that's just my fault. Yeah, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm gonna save Gamma for Pankratops. Actually, I might think if I wanna. I might think if I want to do it here because Gamma is super nice here because he doesn't have access to a Ray, so that cuts off his Striker engine, and then all I have to deal with is a Pankratops, and I can easily just force that out next turn with a Chuchi. So yeah, I think I'm gonna be negating his Kagari. Oh, good. We were about to draw Upstart and then Upstart into Driver, so it's a good thing we negated it. So just Pank. Like I said, I just force Pank out. I just force Pank out by using Qinglong, and then he has to do it. I can normal summon Lulu. It doesn't matter. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure we just win here. Yeah, he's gonna be forced to pop it. Qinglong. I'm going to add a copy of. Let me see. We already have Shen as a follow-up, but against Strikers, I want to keep as much advantage as possible. So I'm going to add a copy of our GG, and then I'm going to discard a copy of Kieran. And then he's going to negate, he's going to pop my Chuchi, which is totally fine. I'm going to use Shen. I'm going to banish a copy of our Coral Dragon and banish a copy of our Gamma so he doesn't have access to Shark Cannon back as a tuner, which is kind of important. It's important to like manage your graveyard against Strikers because you know they're going to be able to activate what's his face? Shark Cannon a lot. So you want to be careful of like what you do with your Striker cards. Against the Striker cards, I mean. So you want to clear your graveyard of like Fire Monsters for Hida, you want to clear your graveyard of Tuners and Big Links, so they don't have access to Strike Cannon it back, which is super important. I'm going to go Nian here. Nian summoned itself out. I do need Chuchi back into the deck since I want to search it with a Lulu, so I'm going to be using Chuchi. Actually, we can save Chuchi after we draw. I'm just trying to see how I can game him this turn while playing around Nibiru. So I actually just think I can go for Croc. No, but if I go for Croc, then I still lose to Nibiru. I could go. I can't go for. I need to somehow sync away the Nian. I guess I can just go for Charge Warrior. If he has Nibiru, he has Nibiru. I still have ways to stop him. So, yeah. Oh, shoot. Actually, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, I have to do the Chuchi up the level since I need to shuffle Chuchi back. Okay, at least he lets me take it back, which is good. I am going to go for Croc here. 1 Nian to Croc. Yeah, he just scoops it up. But yeah, against strikers, I think they usually actually want to go second. But against Virtual World, I mean, I don't know if it's worth... Like, since it's such a slow deck, maybe worth siding in anti-spells anyways. But I'm just going to assume that he's going to go first and set up a bunch of floodgates. And this is what I usually side against strikers. You don't want to side Pankratops. I don't think Pankratops is good against strikers. Especially since they can keep Shark Cannoning it back. And it's just an absolute nightmare for you to deal with. I'm going to be siding these out. I could be siding in Kaijus as well. Kaiju's actually probably good to side in. I'm going to take out Ash. And I know the Ash, like, it seems super, super weird. But, like, I just feel like against them most of the time, I actually just rather, like, just kaiju them out. Like, they can search their Widow Anchors and Shark Cannons, but if I just kaiju their monster, like, it doesn't matter. And for, I just get engaged twice in a single turn, and he draws for every single one. That would really suck, but anyways. Makes us go first. Okay. A little unexpected, but still workable. Here, if he doesn't have any way to stop us, I'm going to go for the play where I try to draw a bunch of cards. Oh, he might actually he might Ash this. We did side out Gamma. I don't think Gamma's, like, great against strikers. But I mean, yeah. I'm going to go for Chuchi. I mean, if either one of these gets stopped, like, it's fine. I'd rather the Kieran get stopped, though. I'd rather Kieran get stopped since I would need to follow up with Gigi. Okay, so stays in hand. If he has Bell as well, that really sucks. But he doesn't, so we're good. Send Qinglong. I don't know if he sided in DD Crow, but DD Crow would be really good here. Okay. I'm gonna be adding Lulu, obviously. Lulu, best card in the deck, pretty much. Discarding Xianglu. If it would stop lagging. I need to search another monster, so I'm going to be sending both a Qinglong for a follow-up, and then searching a Lao Lao. Here, we still have a way to play around Nibiru while making Shenshin on our 5th summon. So that's totally good. You want to get Shenshin into circulation against strikers. It's something they absolutely have to Shark Cannon all the time, which just makes it, like, really bad for them. If John Woo resolves, like, I think I'm just good because I have Shenshin here. I definitely think I just get rid of Kieran because I need Twin to out a mine. If he somehow outs Chuchi as well, Gamma Seal should just be able to get rid of his Striker Link, and then we can just play from there after. So I'm gonna be getting rid of Kieran. Here we have the option if we want to go for. Okay, I'm gonna summon it in attack mode, so he has to choose between Lightning Storming either the Chuchi or the Shenshin. Here I'm going to be thinking if I want to use the Lao Lao, because if I use the Lao Lao to summon back the Lily, I'm playing it to Nibiru right now. Even though, like, he can nib me here, it's totally fine. I'm trying to think if I want to go for a copy of Ptolemy M7, because if I go for Ptolemy M7, bring back Lily, Ptolemy M7 adds back Gigi, and then End-Phase Gigi adds back Lulu, we have a lot of follow-up for next turn, which is really, really important against strikers. Like, I'm just trying to play a resource game. So I think I'm actually going to do the Lao Lao play while I still can. I'm going to send Nian to the graveyard, get into circulation. If he nibs me, that's fine. We still have a Chuchi, and we still have a Shenshin on... We still have a Shenshin on our turn, on our next turn. Overlaying these two. This is a really nice play against strikers. So we go for Ptolemy M7. If we discarded a hand trap earlier, Ptolemy M7 would also be really, really good. I'm not going to set Twin just because of like... I'm not going to set Twin. I don't think it's worth it against Strikers. Just plays into Twin Twisters as well. And like, there's nothing I want to really Twin on their side. Because I'm just going to be Kaijuing them in the on their turn anyways if they actually have access to a Link. But yeah, this is kind of like the game plan that I'm going for. It's kind of play like a control style against Strikers. Build as much card advantage as possible. Because from here we have 2 names next to, we have essentially 3 names because with Shen Shen, Lulu, and Lao Lao, we have a way to Kaiju them as well. Twin Twisters out Mystic Mine if he somehow forces out Chuchi. Plus he has to deal with Ptolemy M7. Ptolemy M7 is really important. It's really important to keep on the board. And it's a big threat to our opponent, especially since they're on Strikers. They already can't out it to begin with. But if he lets it stay on board, it can turn into a Zeus next turn. I can add back. Oh, he goes battle phase. Okay. Well, yeah. If he has evenly, if he has evenly, I don't know why he would evenly. He wouldn't evenly first and then Rhoda after, considering Rhoda gets banished. I could Chuchi pop the Ptolemy M7. I think I'd rather to shuffle things back, but it's actually a tough choice. I'm definitely keeping Shen Shen. I'm gonna pop my own M7. Because I want to recycle Zhanwu back into my deck as well. And I want to recycle Qinglong. Even though it makes like our future Chuchi's dead for now, we're still able to banish a Qinglong next turn. We're able to banish what's it called? Our Zhanwu if we send it as well. We're also able to banish a copy of Nian since we have level 3s in our hand. Okay, like this is what I don't understand. Like, why would you not Widow Anchor like first? It just doesn't make any sense because like your Rhoda's banished now. That is pretty good though. He always has an Anchor and then a way to Ray. But I mean, he has no battle phase, which is kind of huge for Strikers because they lose a spell they get sent to the graveyard with Hayate. They lose a way to play around Valor if I do have that, but since I don't, it's good to know he's playing Valor as well. It actually absolutely sucks against my deck. I don't know why he kept it in, but either way, like, I'm quite sure we just win. Like, if he afterburners me, sure, I don't care. I can just bring it back next turn. He can Widow, and I can just Kaiju him, and I think I just win next turn. Like, unless he preemptively Shark Cannons in the end phase, which would be the right play. That'd be a very good play if he preemptively Shark Cannons, but which if he searches like Shark Cannon with Shizuku, but if he gets greedy, searches Engage, then pretty sure we just win. Yeah, he searched Shark Cannon. Alright, so it's actually a pretty decent Sky Striker player. Getting rid of my follow-up with Shen Shen. That's totally fine though. We have Nian to shuffle it back, so it's not a big deal. We're just dealing with the Widow Anchor, so to be honest, I don't even think I need to like... I don't even think I need to twin or Kaiju him. Although, yeah, no, I do need to get rid of the Ray somehow. We are going to have to normal summon our Lulu, which is not good. We could Qinglong search a copy of Gigi. I think... yeah, we probably can give up Gigi this turn. Because, like, we feel like we can just kill him. I think we can just kill him. Through a Widow Anchor, yeah. But if that last card in his hand is a Nib, I'm just trying to think. Definitely going to Nian. I definitely need to Nian this turn. Nian to shuffle back my Shen Shen. And Lulu to search. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm gonna search a level 3 because I need the Nian to trigger. Discard the Zhanwu that we drew. It's perfect discard fodder. bring back Nian. Going to activate Lulu. He has an Ash. Okay, so that's actually completely fine with me. I can just make a Juju. Yeah, I'm just gonna make a Juju. Banish Nian, send this to grave for Juju. Nian, shuffle back our copy of our Shenshen. You can banish 2 monsters to the graveyard from the original. But like here, like we just have access to Lalo anyways, so for our Shenshen, and then we can out his final like card without him doing much. So yeah, I'm going to be sending a Qinglong as an additional follow up, which is just kind of insane at this. It's actually just insane at this point. Bring back, go for Shenshen, and then now we have our Juju super powerful because we're able to out his Widow Anchor, banish it. 2 monsters with original type and attribute. Original type and attribute, so we can just banish. Yeah, we can banish Lily, Kieran. I'm trying to think if I actually want to send the. Oh no, I can just completely out everything. Yeah, so I'm just gonna send that and banish it, and then I'm gonna make a fan later as well. No, I think I have to keep the twin in case he top decks a Mystic Mine. I'm going to make a fan and ban. Yeah, fan's more. I'm trying to think what's more damage, but I think it's just. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Shan Wu, banish it, summon Lao, banishes Area 0, banishes Ray from grave, and then that leaves him top decking. Get rid of our Lulu. Kind of risky, if he top decks like something really good, but get rid of Ray and Area 0. So this is really good. This is really good. Then we go battle phase. We could make a Zeus as well if we really wanted to. Because like yeah, now he only has 2 spells as well. We used the effect of Kieran to put back one of our banished monsters. We forgot to do that on Fan actually. We could have done that on Fan, but it is what it is. Main phase 2. I could make a Zeus. I don't think Zeus is great against strikers. I actually rather have it keep floating. So yeah. Fortunately, we had to normal summon GG, but we're still in a good spot. D-Fantasy, thank you for the support. Virtual World's definitely a lot of fun to play. I think it's a little hard initially because there's a lot of combo lines to learn. There's no there's only a few set combos in this deck. It's like a toolbox deck. But yeah, we got it. So yeah, you can see how like this deck has a pretty decent matchup against strikers, especially with cards like Fan. And you see how powerful a card like Gamma Seal is. It just turns off his back row. Even though it was only an anchor, if we had like more back row, Gamma Seal would have been absolutely huge. Will we get the replay after I'm live? I can post the entire recording. Yeah, I'm recording this live. I can post the entire recording, but I think I'm also gonna make like kind of a compilation of my testing videos and upload it after the YCS as kind of like a post YCS thing, like as in how I prepare for the YCS and whatever. But yeah, we take that one down. Pretty close match against strikers, I would say. But you can just see how good a card like Shenshen is against the deck. Like he had to have Widow Anchor every single time there. If he didn't have Widow Anchor, Ray gets banished. Like every single one of his spells gets banished. If he doesn't have Afterburner, same thing. And you can see how he has to Shark Cannon in the Shenshen in the end phase. Otherwise, he's just never able to out it. And you see we altered our playstyle against Virtual Worlds, Sky Strikers. We went for like more of a control based style. We don't go for cards like Crystal Wing, obviously, Caliga, obviously not. I just play like Shenshen control at that point. Try to prioritize getting a lot of follow up with a bunch of Virtual World monsters, and then on my turn using cards like Fan to out cards like Ray and his thing on the field. And of course we keep Twin in case he top decks mine. But yep, that was a nice game. We'll hop straight into the next one. So currently 2-0 today, even though our first one was technically a buy. Okay, for a second I thought it was the exact same person, because he had like the striker sleeves, and like I swear I saw like the same profile picture. But like, is the YCS gonna be streamed? I don't think the Swiss rounds are gonna be streamed. Actually, I believe only the top 16 is gonna be streamed. Although I could be completely wrong. I know for sure top 16 is gonna be streamed, but I think with Swiss there's just too many people. And it's too much of a hassle to set it up when everyone has like different equipment. Because I know for top 16 they ship out like camera equipment to you, so like it's consistent with their stream and it looks good. I just don't think they're gonna be streaming during. I don't think they'll be streaming during the regular one. Let you stream or record the matches as well. The organizer doesn't, so I can't stream it either. Here we have Foolish Barrel of Goods. This is a wonky hand. This is a very iffy hand. We can see how good like Foolish Barrel of Goods is here. Like, we're gonna get access to a name, and then we should just be good from there. Foolish Barrel of Goods. If he has like Crow or something, we have Bell. We have Ash for his Gamma, even though I probably wouldn't Ash his Gamma because I'd still be losing. Okay, Qinglong resolves. And from here, I think we kind of have to search Lulu. I just really want to follow up. I think I really need a follow up, but the thing with Lulu is, yeah, we can go Shenshin Chuchi with Lulu, so I guess that is the only play we can go for. We send Chuchi at a copy of Kowloon. Even though this is really bad, yeah, our hand is not great. Absolutely terrible here. I think we can only go Shenshin Chuchi and back it up with like 2 hand traps if he has no disruptions for us. Although to be honest, I could have normal Lulu, activate GG, but then I wouldn't have access to Chuchi. But I have Lulu in my hand back again, so like it's kind of that. I either give up a Lulu in my hand or I give up a Chuchi, but I feel like I'd rather just have Shenshin Chuchi with Shenshin as follow up and like these hand traps, as opposed to Lulu with like, oh, just a Shenshin on board. Normal summon Ray. Yep. I could Chuchi and then Bell him. Like, yeah, I can Chuchi Bell him once he goes Battle Fist. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that because I don't want him to get. Yeah, I'm gonna Chuchi Bell him and then. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna negate it. I'm gonna Bell him. I hope he doesn't. Or when we're siding. We need another banish card, but yeah, freaking Mystic Mind, dude. I hate this card so much. Of course we had to run into it. And he wants to play like that. That's totally fine. We have an out to it already. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think I wait one more turn, I think, because I need a good card to discard that's not Ash. So I'm gonna make it seem like I don't have an out. And he's probably just gonna keep passing. Yeah, exactly. So like you see, like striker players, like it kind of goes to their head like, oh, I Mystic Mine up, I'm just gonna insta win. But unfortunately for him, like it does not matter. It kind of sucks for him now because we have an out to it. Yeah, if he Cosmics, that's totally fine because that opens my Chuchi as well. But like, I mean, if he has Cosmic, he would have used it on Chuchi actually. But like, we have Kowloon still, so I think we're good as long as he doesn't have double Cosmic. If he has double Cosmic, I'm also gonna cry because that's both my Chuchis gone and then I lose. But let's hope it doesn't come to that. I just hope he doesn't have like. Yeah, I just hope he doesn't have the Cosmic, because we have to wait a turn for Kowloon. Connected for a few seconds there. Let me know if you guys can see the stream okay. I just got a notification that it disconnected, so I'm going to switch tabs real quick and try to Alright, I closed like all the tabs that I think could have been affecting it, so hopefully it's better now. But yeah, we outed the mine, thankfully. We still have outs as well, because we can Kowloon and then Qinglong. But hopefully it doesn't have to come to that. Is it fixed? I don't know. Like, you guys gotta tell me. I'm not gonna Ash's area 0. I just don't. I feel like it always feels so bad to Ash their 0, because like they still keep it, right, and they keep the card. Yeah, Chainlink 2 8 Widow Anchor called by the grave. Okay, I actually have an Ash in there, which is not good. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It gets a banished. It gets Lulu banished, so actually it's another fodder for Chuchi, which, surprise, surprise, is pretty good. He doesn't call by Ash, so we should be able to hit him with Ash if he gets greedy with Engage. Well, all Striker players like never miss with this against me. Engage Hornet Drones is Shark Hit. That's insane. That is insane. Okay, if he doesn't have a Ray, like this is great, but